What's going on, guys? We are back at it, and we're on Sundarpatan doing the missions. We have already done one mission that the game crashed, so unfortunately, we're going to miss the small little tutorial where she explains what Nepal is like. But let's get back to it. I already went up there once, but the game crashed, so we'll keep on going. And besides the missions, guys, we are looking for the red muntjac, the snow leopard, the Tibetan fox, and the woolly hare. We want those at least in gold. Maybe we get lucky and we find a diamond one, but at least at the moment we just want them in gold so that we can say we have everything at least in gold again.
We call that region Terai, or the Southern Plains. It's very different from the rest of Nepal. It's a tropical climate with swamps and grasslands, similar to parts of northern India. Most people in Terai have a farm or livestock, but it can be tough to make a decent living there. Before we send you into tiger territory, can I ask you to make one ethical kill and harvest? Check the details on your hunter meat. We carefully screen all contractors to check both their hunting skill level and their ethics. I'm sure you understand why we want to make sure you can choose the right specimen and land an ethical shot.
All right, so anything, we just got to harvest something ethically. What do we have with us? 270. I probably should switch that to a 243, but what was that? Okay, well. But yeah, guys, the game crashed. Unfortunately, we missed the first part.
Are seen as equal. It's a principle that commands to not harm or kill without purpose. It doesn't mean that you can never hunt or kill, but you should never cause any unnecessary suffering. That's why even foreign tourists get a limited number of hunting tickets and a designated hunting block when they come here. You know, some of these animals have lived in Terai much longer than humans. For example, the tiger. So they are a valuable part of this world, just like us.
So we're just going to head down to this lake, and hopefully we're hitting something. It doesn't really matter what it is, apparently, so we just need something to drink time. Or if we could find us a woolly hare, that'd be nice. I already took a few of them out at the start before the game crashed, and still don't have a gold one. Got a couple silver ones, but silvers don't go in my lodge. One day golds won't go in my lodge either, fellas. That's the plan. Alright, I heard something. Back up there. It's a black buck. Another animal off of South America I never had much luck with, the black buck. So they rest here. Are we in anything's drink zone? Drink time? It doesn't appear so. So, I guess we could just wander around for a little bit until we find something. Water buffalo should be the easiest thing to find and get an ethical harvest on. Oh, there's missions like this with no goal in mind that kind of get a little bit annoying. I don't think there's many of those on this mission set for Sundarpatan, but still. I mean, we could just take parts of the map while we're looking. Right? That makes sense. Because then if she comes back at us and says, well, you made your harvest, now move up here, maybe we'll have an outpost close to where she wants us to go. Also, guys, if you are new to the channel, welcome. And also be on the lookout for November 19th. November 19th, Call of the Wild is supposed to give us a winter update. We're all hoping for maps. We're all hoping for new species and maybe a new great one. I kind of discussed it in my last video on Tay on what we're hoping for maps. I think Greenland would be the best, but some people disagreed with that. Some people had other ideas, and all of them ideas sound fairly solid. To me, I don't really care what the new map is. I just want it to be a map. I don't want another cosmetic pack. I don't want another weapons pack. Give me new animals, you know? And give me a new great one. I mean, I say that when I have, what, black bear, whitetail, tar, and moose to do, but like, I don't know. Give me a new great one and make it a muley. I spotted something. I think. Maybe it was a track. The easiest thing I could harvest besides a water buffalo would be a woolly hare. I don't really have to do much for them. This looks like it's going to be water buffalo territory. I guess we could just follow the tracks. They don't move super fast. He says that as he's going the wrong way from the tracks. But yeah, I do think a muley would be probably the best move for a great one. Besides a muley, a lion would be cool. I know that I've heard people kind of throw around the idea of like the albino and the melanistic maneless lions from like the stories in southern Africa. I think that would be pretty dope. Give us 2 for the price of 1. That would be sick. One also feels a little bit unorthodox for Call of the Wild, so I feel like the safest choice would be muleys. Give us some great one mule deer. Give us a reason to get back on Silver Ridge and Layton Lakes. But also, usually when they do a new great one, and this is a class 3, so I can't even shoot a black buck if I wanted to, if I want to do it ethically. But usually what they do is whatever the new map is, that's where they're going to put a great one. So if that's going to be the case, then what exactly, how would you do a mule deer? Because I don't think they're going back to America. I don't think we're going to have another North or South American map. So I don't really know how we'd get a great one mule deer, but you know, they can figure that out. I still want it. Because isn't that how it's always worked? Like, is that a tiger? No, it's excellent. We'll go find these guys. But they released the Great One Tar when Sundarpatan came out. They released the Great One Moose when Reventuli came out. They released a Great One Black Bear. Was Black Bear on the newest map when that came out? I don't think so. Maybe it was. Alright, well, maybe. You guys let me know in the comments section. Was the Great One Black Bear linked to a new map? I don't really remember. Alright, let's just go hawk these guys down. Try to get an ethical kill. I may be able to get one real quick. Whoa there, fella. He is aggressive. Come on, buddy. Alright, we got a vital on that one, so we'll just play with him until he falls down. Thanks, pal.
A very clean harvest. Well done. I can see why our counterparts in other reserves were always so positive about you. I can tell that you really are an expert tracker as well. It can be difficult to track specimens in that wet climate, even for Terai people. By the way, did you enjoy the celery? You've only just arrived, but you can probably guess how crucial food is in our culture.
Wonder if I can get one of these guys to go alarmed. Are you getting aggressive with me?
Dig into that problem tiger together. You see, usually the tigers and the humans' territories don't overlap. Both are wary of each other and keep
I'm
their
fine with a
distance.
22. Yep, well.
But one of them is making the people in the Terai very nervous. She's been sighted a bit too close to settlements several times in the last couple of days. A really unique one too. A pseudo-melanistic tigress, if you can believe that. First time such a specimen is naturally born in at least 50 years. So we need to get to the bottom of this before any accidents happen. Let's start with the area where Tara was sighted last.
Alright, so we aren't that far off. And I just need to avoid getting snuck by a tiger or a water buffalo, but water buffalo aren't instant death the way tigers are, so that's what we really need to be on the lookout for. Fleeing black buck. These are all, what is it, bean goose?
Soon you'll
Grey-lag
meet another
goose.
of the reserve's conservation officers. His name is Birendra. He and I have been working together for almost 10 years now, ever since I started working here. It took a while, but now I think we're friends. He's lived in the Terai his whole life, so he remembers the time before this region became part of the hunting reserve.
Alright, we got a woolly hair zone. It'd be cool if he was close by. And would give us a thump so he knows around here. It'd also be cool if he was gold. It'd be cooler if he was diamond, but you know, beggars can't be choosers right now, and I'd really take a gold woolly hair if I could find one.
Birendra and I are actually from two different ethnic groups. Traditionally, we don't have the same culture and don't even speak the same language. For centuries, it was very hard to access certain hills and valleys. It's still the case nowadays, to be honest. That's why our country has an incredible cultural diversity. I think over 100 different cultures and just as many languages. Good thing that most people speak Nepali, our official language. I'm Gurung, and my people mostly live in various parts of the hilly region. Some of us are Buddhists, like me, and others are Hindu. Take Birendadai on the other hand. He's Tharu, a group of indigenous cultures that have lived in the southern plains for centuries. They're usually Hindu.
I wonder if these are the same. She sounds similar to one of the voice actresses from Far Cry 4. Best Far Cry ever, by the way. But, I mean, so much of this map, I get Karat in that game is supposed to be Nepal. But even the outpost and the little things that kind of hang off it, it looks so similar. Nepal actually gets used a lot in games. It was in Uncharted. Which one was that? 2? I believe it was Uncharted 2. where the boss fight is the Russian merc, who's just an absolute problem because he's rushing you. I don't know if you guys have played that game, but Jesus, without doubt the hardest boss in any Far Cry game or Uncharted game. No boss is hard in Far Cry except Far Cry Primal. They can kind of be annoying. Which we're going to do some hunts on Far Cry eventually for the channel. The judge hunts on Far Cry 5 would be sick, and some the legendary creatures from Far Cry Primal. Absolutely want to add that.
Got
All
it.
right.
Thanks. That is where our tigress Tara was last sighted. It's important we try to find patterns in her roaming. Try to spot any recent bug marks and track them. Be on your guard, of course. You're on their turf now, not ours.
Okay, well, there's her tracks. So we'll just keep on going. I know this video will ultimately get derailed after a tiger attack. Like, besides the game crashing, you didn't really miss anything but walk into that first outpost like every other mission, but like...
I've been trying to call Virendradai since he was supposed to help you with the tiger and it's his area. But I guess he's on Nepali time. He's a good man. Don't count on him to show emotion. And get ready for some serious grumbling. But I've seen how he is with the teenager that helps him on the farm. So I know there's a heart behind that frown. That poor kid, Manish. His family's had it rough money-wise. So now he sees Virendradai like his grandfather, I guess.
Do they just give us the point to go to? I don't have to track this thing anymore. Anything drinking? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, besides the missing that outpost, nothing has really relatively been smooth, but I just have a feeling I'm going to get waxed by a tiger, and that'll be the first thing that's going to interrupt this walkthrough. We're looking for woolly hair. I don't even know if this is the correct region. I do not know this map at all. Sundarpatan, I do not know that well. For me, it's been a while since they really hit on a map. To me, I talked to some folks yesterday, and they were telling me, like, I think New England's overhated. I think it's properly hated. I am not a big New England fan at all. And this map, meh, you know, the side of the Tigers kind of ruined it for me. I guess the last time I'd say they really hit was Australia. I did like Australia. But even Australia kind of felt like it's missing. Maybe a small game species on Australia would help. Like a rabbit species or something to just make it feel more complete. But for me, Australia even feels like it's missing something. And I'm a big guy on Australia. I've taken out a lot of diamonds on Australia. I think it's one of the better maps, especially for beginners. But I don't know. The last time I'd say they really hit on a map was Reventuli. Because Reventuli just feels like you're never bored on Reventuli. You could run around, not even have a plan, and there's going to be grouse, there's going to be whitetail, all those species up north, and then in the south you have the little raccoon dogs. It's just a little addition. You have all the ducks. Reventuli, it felt like a complete map. The other ones, some of them are good. I just feel like they're incomplete. Mainly Australia. New England, I'm not big on New England at all. To me, New England is probably my second least favorite map. Right. Well, not right. It's still by a mile beating out my least favorite map. My least favorite map is Hirschfelden. And I think Hirschfeld is just big for OG players because back then they didn't have a choice. But nowadays there's so many maps like Hirschfeld just feels too big. Half the time you're just walking around, no animals to see. So I'm good off of Hirschfeld, to be honest with you. Especially now, I did the missions for Hirschfeld when I was going for the platinum, so I do have to go back over there and photograph some animals though for the platinum, but I really hate taking the pictures on this game, so we'll see when we get around to that. This should be the spot where the tiger's at.
Well done. It's impressive to see your expertise as a tracker, even in terrain that was unfamiliar to you. So what have we got? What? Partially eaten livestock and a backpack only a few meters away. Could you take a closer look at the carcasses? I see. Based on how you're describing the teeth marks, I'll have to assume that was a tiger. Tara. Tigers, they sometimes eat livestock out in the wild. That's pretty common, and unfortunately, that's always a major financial problem for the owners. But now this one seems to attack animals directly next to humans, which means that she's become way too comfortable with our presence. I'm worried that we might have an urgent threat on our hands. Could you please keep following that track? I'm getting you some backup.
I don't need backup. What I need is a woolly hair.
Yeah, they're a thing in the tropical climate of the Terai sometimes. But it's not monsoon season yet, so let's hope it will be a short one.
Ooh, we don't have one. We don't have one. There's one in gold over here. But I think they're class 3, so I don't think it matters. I don't believe it's gonna matter. But let's go see if we can find a need zone. Come back over here. One of our 4 species not in gold that we need. The ultimate goal, have everything in diamond, but first they have to all be in gold, so let's see if we can find it. It's at 150 meters, it shouldn't even be that far. Alright, you're fleeing now. You are a class 2, so we are going to need the 243 for you. But can we find a need zone? Because I can't imagine they're solo creatures, right? Alright, there's a male. Let's see. If we could just find a need zone for a gold, we'll come back here and take him out. I don't even see him. Oh, I do see him. That guy. That's the female. Okay. So where is the male? This guy. Level 3. Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up. I have to assume they probably go up to level 5. But if that's a level 3, if we say we just started at diamond, I may lose my mind. I also hear a tiger, guys. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, man. Yep. There it is. The first time I knew it was coming. It happens every single time on this map. God, I hate it. God, I hate it. Are they in the north too, or is it just the south? Because now I have to go all the way back down there after getting waxed by a tiger. God, I knew it was going to happen. Knew it was going to happen. It's the problem with this map. The problem with this map is I don't care if I want to do some multiplayer hunting. If I switch out of the 300, then I'm screwed. And so many of their animals, you can't hunt with a 300. There's only 2 animals you can hunt with a 300. And you can run that clip back. The tiger makes a sound. I hear it. I go to switch my weapon, and then I'm dead before I even get the weapon drawn. That is the problem with this map and why I hate it. Because now I got to try to go 1.5 kilometers back over there. When there is still a 50-50 shot, I don't even make it back before I'm waxed by a tiger again. Screw it. Just keep the 300. We're not even hunting. We're just in a full tactical mode, I guess. And that's one thing that, like, I don't know what the complaints are. I don't know. Maybe people love the idea of themselves just getting mowed down by a tiger all the time. But that is the most annoying feature they've had in a game. The lions don't even do that. The wolves will do that, but it's not like a one-shot thing. The lions are one shot. You get hit with lions and you die. But they're not nearly as aggressive. Oh, now we got all the way back. Jesus. Let me look up the red fella and see if they actually go diamond it. Three, or if it's 5. It's definitely going to be 5, I do imagine. Hope I don't get killed by a lion in the meantime. Yeah, they definitely go to 5. So can't even feel good about that. We still don't have a gold anything we're looking for, and we're just backtracking now because of the tiger. Oh my god. Yeah, we were talking about other maps that they could come out with earlier. Let the next map not be something I die on every 30 minutes. Getting back to it. We got to cross this water again. Nothing makes for excellent video quite like just walking around because you've been waxed by a tiger. Switch to our 300 just in case. Because I don't think I can walk across. I think I have to find places to walk across, which is back up here. Also, we're walking right back through where that tiger was earlier, so there's a pretty good chance I'll get taken out by the same tiger. And I'm fighting the urge because I always walk around with binoculars. It's kind of what the game has taught you to do. But with tigers being the way they are, you can't even do that. Let's switch this from an Argus. Yeah, yeah. Switch to the smaller one because we're going to be shooting at close range, I do imagine. Because I won't see the thing until it's attacking me again. And guys, I've platinumed hundreds of games. I've platinumed some of the most annoying games. I platinumed Cuphead. And I've rage quit before. I've never thought I would rage quit at Call of the Wild. But like we are 2, 3 more attacks from tigers from me just saying, screw this. And I don't even want to stop to check the map because that's how I died the first time. Yeah, see, we're not even close yet. I just will feel safe when I get to an outpost, I guess. And now I guess I need to figure out how to get over there. God, we should already be past this mission by now. I'm just waiting on it. I know it's coming. Did we make it this far last time or not? I don't even know. I know we had just crossed water. This feels like the water we had just crossed because we were pretty close, I think. Just keep on running. No time to stop, no time to scout, no time to look for more animals. Nothing, because we have to get here so that we don't get killed and start over. That's that little muntjac. Which I now know go at level 5. And I also know I need a 243. I should swap that out soon.
What? The rainstorm has washed away the tiger's tracks. All of them.
Also, water buffalo growling at you. Are you going aggressive, buddy? Yes, you are. All right. So, time for an experiment. How many times do I need to shoot this fellow with 22?
This could be really bad. I can't
At least twice.
that Tara might become a man-eater.
3 times.
For what it's worth, I really appreciate you jumping right in and following through on such a dangerous assignment, even though you've only just arrived here. We couldn't have expected something like this.
We've hit him at least 6 or 7 times.
Oh,
There he
the
is.
contractor. Good to meet you. My name is Virendra Maji.
Switch
Virendra
this
Bhai,
to
at
the
last.
smaller one.
Yes, and our new colleague has already been able to track the
Actually, let's
diamond.
switch it
It can live
to.
stock right next to a human.
Yes, I know. The backpack belongs to a young woman who lives in a village south of the river. She is fine now, but she felt the tiger wanted to attack
Come on,
her
buddy.
too. The tiger was roaming near my village today. One neighbor even thinks he saw a Kichkandi, a sort of female ghost. They are
He's
all very
whoa.
scared.
He's not even close to hurt.
You and I need to go there and help them.
Let's see. 22 versus a water buffalo.
Everyone in the world has heard about some of our folklore creatures, like the Yeti. I mean, it's a cool legend and it's great for tourism.
Yeah, I killed the Yeti
But you
in
know that I'm more
Far
worried
Cry
about
4.
threats in the real world, either to animals or to us. Not some mysterious
He's still.
spirit that sucks
Buddy
your
has
life
been
force.
shot like 40 times. Okay. So we're about to figure out how many times we got him just to figure out how many 22 shots it takes.
But I believe that there is a world we do not see. And I pray several times a day.
You know I'm not
1,
making fun of
2,
religion,
3,
guy, but I find
4,
some of these
5,
folklore
6,
stories a bit
7,
hard to
8,
believe.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 41 shots. Noted. So there you go. 41 shots will take down a water buffalo. Now, we need to compare that to
The situation is
Cape
very
buffalo and other big
The tiger
species,
was
but
even
41
in the village
times.
today and attacked the animals that were inside the enclosures.
Inside the enclosures.
You guys are really giving me a reward for that. Okay.
Before we make any rash decision, we need to get to your village and double check these reports.
Let's
These are
take
not
this
rumors, Asmita.
before
If
we
that is
go.
what happened, then you know what this means.
Yes, I know. Let's just... You two should go to the village first.
Where are we at? No, I don't want to do your lowland mission. Travel to the village. Not the
Did you have time
convenient
to prepare the
village, but the
welcome gift
further
for our
one.
new colleague, Dai? We were thinking of giving you a traditional Nepali knife called a kukuri.
That'd be
It's both
sick.
a weapon and a tool. We use it for everything. Chopping wood, cutting through brush, skinning meat. As a ranger out here, you will need it.
Yes, it is ready. In Nepal, we are very proud of kukris. But to me, it is a tool I need in order to work every day. Let us be silent for a while and look out for the tiger. I am on my way. We will talk later.
All right, so we are almost 40 minutes in. So I do expect we'll get mauled by a tiger one more time before we call it a day. So, what have we learned today, folks? We have learned that tigers are way too aggressive, and that's the problem with Sundarpatan. We have learned that the little red fellas that we're after for gold actually go diamond at level 5, even though they're a class 2 species. And we have learned that it's approximately 41 shots with a 22 before you can take down a water buffalo. So, big education day for Call of the Wild. Let's take this just in case we ever had to come back down here for the missions, and I don't want to get mauled. Yeah, look at that house. It looks just like Far Cry 4. It actually looks like your house on Far Cry 4, the player's house. Now the question is, am I closer? I got to be closer if I come all the way back up here and work my way down. All right, let's at least do this one. Or at least try. Woolly hair. That's what we would like. A woolly hair. We have found the nest of a woolly hair. But I'm just going to keep going and hopefully we run across him. If not, then we'll come back and get him at some point. These are old tracks anyways. Okay, well, if you're 100 meters and you're letting me know that you're close by, we'll see if we can find her. Gold woolly hair would be something we could walk away with. I haven't even found her tracks yet, though, so... Any sign of a woolly hair. I don't really want to track one that's going the opposite way. She's a decent size one. So diamond weight for a woolly hair must be like right at 3 kilograms. Okay, so she should be close, right? Should be close. Maybe we see her here. There it is. This should be gold. Should be gold, and we can finally mark that off the list. Are you gold, Bam? Yes, sir. All right, so we at least got that off the list, and now we can start heading back. So all we got left for golds is the red muntjac, or however you enunciate it, snow leopard, and Tibetan fox. All of those except for the snow leopard and Tibetan fox I know are going to be annoying. All fox creatures are annoying, and I've seen so many videos on the snow leopard to know that it's annoying. But we want them all in gold again, and then we're going to start working our way back, trying to get them all in diamond. Unfortunately, we've had a string of luck with diamonds recently, but none of them have been a new species that we could take off the list. And we are still on the lookout for diamond number 121. But black buck are also on the list of things we do need in diamond, but we're not going to get it in diamond because we don't have a 243. I meant to get a 243, but I was too mad about the tiger attack. Is there anything on the... Nope, nothing on the way. We're just walking. And once we get to this village, guys, we're probably going to break it, and then we'll start the next video just right after this, but I don't want any video to run too long. We try to keep everything under an hour. But I'll try to upload all the missions for Sundarpatan in one go, so that if you follow along, you'll be able to complete the full thing. And the only thing that's going to be missing from this is, like I said, guys, the game did crash. So you did miss where you get dropped off and you walk up to that first outpost and she gives you some food. So you should be able to figure that one out on your own. I guess if you have questions, just leave them in the comments, but you should be fine. See, this map should be so cool. If the tiger aggression was halved, we'd be fine. And I don't even know, maybe tigers are only in the south, and maybe everything up here there are no tigers, and that would be great. But I feel like at this point, the only thing I've really... I'm not going to take a shot. The only thing that we can definitively say we've probably exhausted the initial spawn diamond since hitting new game is probably Tay, because at this point we know that there's a level 5 feral goat on there. Okay, I know that I took out a diamond mallard yesterday, and the day before that we got a diamond turkey, so that should roughly do it for Tay, at least for initial spawn diamonds. So we'll have to wait and see. I may open it up to a multiplayer and let people just run wild through Tay and see if we can't get anything else. Because I think I have everything diamond off of Tay. Besides the chamois. And chamois are one of them creatures it's in a super awkward place to hunt. They don't have drink times, so you're hunting feed and rest zones on the side of mountains. So yeah, a diamond chamois is fine with me, but doing a grind for one's gonna kind of be a chore. Keep on keeping on. Well, I just got the gold one, but, if I could spot it. Are these your tracks? No, but we do have a gold one. A nil guy anyways, so. Okay. Trying to find that woolly hair's tracks, but that'll be alright. It'll be alright because we're going to run long, and a large part of that was having to walk an extra kilometer all over again because of a tiger. Also, after a little experiment with the water buffalo, I definitely need more 22 ammo. But it was worth it. Now I can go to bed knowing how many times I'd have to shoot a water buffalo with a 22. Nothing. All right. Not even a hare. I do think like the little rabbits and quail and duck, well, especially quail and rabbits and pheasants and turkey. I think those little class 1 animals really help a map feel full. And I do think that's one of the things that's kind of missing off of some maps from being, like, some maps are in the tier, like the tier of good. I think Australia is in the tier of good. I think it is missing maybe a rabbit species from being great. Oh, there's another one too. A few level 2s. There was a third one, isn't there? Somewhere? Two. Let's try them. I don't think males go diamond. I've already said that. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the females that go diamond. Okay. So maybe they won't back out of that open spot. There's a level 2 lad. And see, now I think he's behind that tree. All right. I don't really care. If it was a level 3, we'd be here for another 3 or 4 hours trying to get him. But since he's a level 2 and we already got a gold, we'll just keep going. If I had my shotgun, we'd just be running them down. Because like I said, I think 3 kilograms has got to be the max for these woolly hair. Stop giving me the update on the Barasanga. I already saw some tracks from it earlier. Keep on going. Alright, so 280 is probably a level 4 Barasanga, I'd guess. We do already have a gold Barasanga, so I'm not overly concerned about it, but... we are almost there, guys. Almost there, and we're almost right at an hour, so... I'm glad the creativity for the missions walk a long way and start over after we wax you with a tiger. Please start over. Please don't let me get killed by it. So that's a level 2, not a 1 to 2. That's just a straight up level 2 or a 2 kilograms. So that, I don't know, that may be max weight. Because even some of the level 2s I've seen were 1 to 2 kilograms. So if something's just flat out 2 kilograms, that may be your max weight. This whole time I just feel like I'm getting stalked by a tiger. $280, $242. I'm almost indifferent because we're almost there. And there's the 5-minute warning saying that, hey, you're almost at your limit. So we're definitely going to cut it right here at the end once we get to the outpost. And hopefully she doesn't have too much more for us to do. Since she made us walk 3 kilometers to get here, you'd think she'd give us a break.
So, all the doors are closed in the village, and there are some broken fences. Can you see anyone?
No.
No, I'm not surprised. Would you feel safe when you see a tiger roaming just outside your window?
You know, it is good to get help from an expert at a time like this. Please take the kukri. I left it on a table near my house.
Another one of those things. I mentioned it in the medvid video, but like getting this ceremonial knife would be absolutely sick to be able to put that up in the lodge. Need to claim this outpost, grab this knife, and then cut it, and then we'll start the next video right after. Because he's going to ask me to mend the fences and stuff, I think.
I made this one many years ago. I hope you will make good use of it. Do you want to test it? I am sure you can find some weeds to cut in the village. It will also make the village look a bit more like normal.
Oh, okay, dude. All right, guys. So we're going to end up cutting it here. We'll start back on the actual weed chopping, since this guy's going to make us his laborer for the day for exchange for a knife. But anyways, guys, I've been Prince Pyramid. This has been Sundarpatan, the missions, and we'll see you next time.